Welcome back. So, since last time this thing was on camera, we got the new shoes. They're looking amazing. All bolted up. I went with black lug nuts to match my black hubs. I did drive this. Today's a Monday. So yesterday there was a big car show out of town, probably about an hour through the mountains into a smaller town to go do this big car show. And this is probably the first time this Jeep's been driven that far in 40-50 years. It's still not running right. I'm not 100% sure what's wrong with it. I have a theory right now that it's this vent hose is kinked right there. So I'm going to get some actual vent line and see if that fixes it and stuff. It just runs real rough. It did shake itself loose so bad that now there's 2 exhaust leaks on it right there at the collectors from the manifolds. So I'm gonna have to rebolt all those back up. Give me a sec, I'll fire it up and show you what it sounds like. I tried to start it. It's worse than yesterday. It's just backfiring now. So the distributor hasn't moved. It's still tightened down since I set the timing. I checked it on Saturday. So I'm going to fix the vent tubes, check a couple things. I have no leaks around the carburetor. I've sprayed it all around with starting fluid. So we'll do that. We'll check the timing again, see what that's like. But otherwise, everything I've done for handling has worked. This thing took mountain corners like a dream compared to the brown CJ over there. So that's kind of where we're at. You know, I was just happy to be able to drive this thing out of town. Sure, it struggled up and down hills because it was backfiring and popping and stuff. But, you know, you're never going to know if you don't get out and drive your junk. At least more than down to the corner store or something. So we'll do some more work on it and hopefully get this thing out on a trail this year. Right, there we go. So I don't have the old spark plugs to show, but after that big drive up to the car show and back, this thing was just running terrible. I put a new set of spark plugs in this when I did the distributor. This is HEI distributor. And 2 of them on that side were completely gunked up with carbon, it looked like. They were just destroyed. They all weren't looking very good, but 2 of them were destroyed. And then this hose was kinked right here. So I'm guessing that wasn't helping things. Best I could figure out right now is I put new spark plugs in here, E3 spark plugs, and it runs a lot better than what it was, but I still don't think it's right. Or if it is supposed to shake and pop like that, this engine just sucks. My other one of these, the other Jeepster, runs a lot smoother than this one, and it's got, you know, less miles on the motor and stuff, but it's completely stock. It's still got the point system on it, a stock carburetor, and everything else. I've got the timing on this set at 6 degrees. That seems to be where the best place for timing is on this engine. You know, I don't have any vacuum leaks. I've checked for that. I've dialed the carburetor in as best as I can, and it's still just running atrocious. So if anybody's got any ideas or anything, let me know. The only thing I can do now is I'm running some seafoam, and I'm probably going to do the seafoam foam one, I think it's called, and just try and get some of the carbon out of the intake and see if that kind of helps it out. So I'm going to do some cruising this week. I'm probably going to take it 4-wheel, and I'm going to try. But we'll see how that goes. So if you have any tips or anything on this, let me know. I'd appreciate it. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse. I deal with the straight 6s more, and not these dauntlesses very much. Normally by the time I get a Jeep that had a dauntless, somebody's tore it out, and now I'm starting to realize why. Thanks for watching. Okay, so this is a couple days later. I've driven this vehicle and I used spray foam in the gas tank for fuel treated, and the spray foam high velocity that you spray down the carburetor, and that's made one hell of a difference. It's still running, you can hear it and probably even see it shaking. It's still not running smooth, but it's way better. The only thought I have left is it just needs to be driven. I've done a compression check on all the cylinders. 2 are 100, the rest are about 130. I put a bore scope down and all the cylinders are pretty much covered in carbon, so my guess is I just need to keep running the crap out of it and hopefully it clears up. So we'll see how it goes. If you have any ideas, just let me know.